Okay. Professor, good morning, Professor. Professor Mathri sir, good morning. Hello. Professor, please on your video, sir. Professor Mathri sir, please on your video. Hello. Hello. Good morning, Professor.
Good morning to all, sir.
Kumaran sir, technical problem and line problem. Will enter it. Good morning, sir. Please.
Good morning, sir.
Video, sir. Please video on.
Good morning, sir. Are you audible?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, Professor.
It's audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, start பண்ணலாம்ல?
தாராளமா சார். தாராளமா ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க. ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you.
Okay. HOD sir. Historical Research Trust organizing 2 days national level webinar on socio-economic and cultural status of the tribal people in South India. Today, first day program start. First of all, I call you Dr. Muhammad Alim Basha by craft.
Thank you, sir. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر صدق الله العظيم. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Alim Basha.
Thank you, sir.
Next one, Tamil Thai Vattu. By desk.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next, I am inviting Dr. M.P. Muhammad Harur, Head of the Department and the Research Department of History, the Abdul Hakeem College, Melvisharam. Welcome address.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most beneficent. A great morning to everyone present here, and it's a huge honor for me to welcome all of you. Gathered on this digital platform to this national level seminar on socio-economic and cultural status of the tribal people in South India, organized in collaboration with the Thonmam Historical Research Trust. First, I would like to welcome our Honorable General Secretary, the correspondent, and respected principal of the college, who have all been a supporting backbone. Welcome, sirs. Welcome our esteemed chief guest, Dr. K. Metti, Head and Professor of Tribal Studies, Kannada University, Karnataka. Welcome, sir. We are most delighted to have you here. I welcome all of our staff members who worked hard in making this day come true. And I also extend huge welcome to all the students present here. I welcome everyone once again, and I hope you all find this day useful and knowledge-provoking. Thank you. Dr. Kumar.
Thank you. Sorry, sir. Next, I call upon presidential address by Dr. S.A. Sajid, Principal, C. Abdul Hakeem College, Melvisharam. Welcome you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. I am deem it a proud privilege to be associated with you on this national level webinar. The webinar entitled Socio-Economic and Cultural Status of the Tribal People in South India is definitely an important area which has to be concentrated. As you are all aware that the tribal population is identified as the aboriginal inhabitants of our country. For centuries, they have been living a simple life based on the natural environment and have developed cultural patterns congenial to their physical and social environment. There are approximately 200 million tribal people in the entire globe, which amounts to 4% of the global population. They are found in many regions of the world, and majority of them are the poorest among poor. In India, tribes are in less percentage in southern parts when compared to the northern parts of India like Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa, where it is more than 11%. Whereas in southern part, it constitutes population. After independence, number of policies and programs were initiated by the government of India for their development. At this juncture, I congratulate the PG and Research Department of History of C. Abdul Hakeem College Autonomous Melvisharam and Thonmam Historical Research Trust Dharmapuri for their sincere efforts for organizing this webinar on this topic. I am grateful to the organizers, resource persons, and all the participants for joining with us in this webinar. Thanks for the opportunity given.
Thank you, sir. Next, I am inviting introduce of the chief guest, Dr. Chandrasekhar, President, Thonmam Historical Research Trust, Harur, Tamil Nadu. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Kumar. Good morning to one and all. First, thanks to Dr. Abdul, Secretary, Management, the respected principals, respected the department and faculty members of history department, as well as research scholars, then participants. First, I thank to you because collaboration with our institution, Thonmam Historical Research in Harur. I am very happy to introduce our chief guest, respected Professor Dr. K.M. Mathri, Professor and Head Department of Tribal Studies, Kannada University, Hampi. He is such nice a person, a beautiful and excellent personality. He studied a UG degree in Gulbarga University as well as PhD sociology in the same institution, Gulbarga University. Then the second MA Anthropology. Then B.Ed and M.Ed completed in Chidambaram. Then his research work, PhD, doctorate in sociology. He was in Mysore University in the title of district in sociological studies. His profile is very long, 130 pages. So I cannot complete full profile of his professor. So just I will give you a simple and a list of him. Now he was head of Department of Tribal Studies in Canada University in Hampi. He was also acted as a vice chancellor in charge in this university. Then project director, D. Devaraj Research Institution, as well as ICSSR, Indian Council for Social Science Research, particularly in ST Studies, Bangalore. Then coordinator, Department of Social Studies, Kannada University, Hampi. And the Senate member in Karnataka, Janapada, in Folklore University at Godbari. Editor, he is editor in Karnataka, Grama Charita Kosa, Folklore University. Also, he was acted as a director of DDE Education in Kannada University in Hampi. Then, sometimes he was acted as a principal, MBA Society in some colleges. He was a very excellent, knowledgeable person. He made an institutional research project in 5 and individual research project made in 13. I was very happy to share with this message because 1 or 2 field work. I was assist to this Professor Maitre in Kollegal, Mysore and some Salem district in the field work about the 2 months. More than 20 research projects was completed and 11 MPhil guideship and more than 40 PhD guideship. He was written 43 books. Not only for a single book, he was written 43 books. His contribution was more a lot of about the tribal oriented. He is published the article number of 155. Article 155 and total seminar 737 seminars. He was conducted at 13 international seminar organization and he was worked and working many institutions as a honorary secretary, vice president, president, chairpersons, advisor, treasurer like this. The profile was long, very long. If I want to complete the profile, I was so tired. So just I take a few minutes to introduce the guest and now I hand over the session to the respected Professor Dr. K.M. Mathri. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will share screen now. Is it possible?
Professor Kumaran?
I want to share screen.
Yeah. Professor, wait, just a minute. Professor Kumaran? Professor Kumaran?
So, yes, sir.
Professor want to share his screen.
Okay, sir. Wait, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir, சொல்லுங்க சார்.
Okay.
Professor, our PPT share பண்ண விரும்புறாரு சார். Can you share PPT?
பண்ண சொல்லுங்க சார். Okay, பண்ணிட்டேன் சார்.
Professor, you can share the PPT, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
I am inviting
Thank you,
resource
Professor.
person,
Thank you.
Dr. K.M. Mathri, Professor and Head, Department of Tribal Studies, Kannada University, Hampi, Karnataka. Welcome you, sir.
I think it is. Are you audible?
Yeah, audible, sir.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank PG and Research Department of History, C. Abdul Hakeem College, Melvisharam, Tamil Nadu, and Thonmam Historical Research Trust, Harur, Dharmapuri. This 2 days national webinar on socio-economic and cultural status of tribal people in South India. In this theme, today's topic that's allotted to me, that is Kurman's ruins of South India. I very much thankful to S.A. Sajid ji, Principal, MP Mohammad Farooq ji, Head of the Department, Dr. C. Chandrasekhar ji, President of the Trust, and also Organizing Secretary P. Kumaran ji, and coordinator of this webinar, Dr. K.M.A. Mohammad Omer Farooq ji. My topic relates South Indian tribals, that particularly Kurman tribes. We know our ancestor history. We used hand access in earlier age for our livelihood, hunting and gathering. Many types of tools we see in historical or cave remains. In Karnataka and almost all in the globe, we see the hand access. Our early people lives in caves. We can see very big caves in India and also in globe. Bora caves in Araku Valley, Bhimgad in Khanapur district of Karnataka, in Hampi area, and in Bhimbetka area. Wherever rocky shelters we see, caves are there. In their caves, our early people settled there, and so painted like blueprint how to hunt animals, like that type of hunting paintings, food gathering paintings, and rearing paintings also we can see. Also in some caves area, we can see the scripts also. In Hampi area, Indus script also we found in Talwargatta near Hampi, and also pastel nomads sites in Hampi area. Also in Anegundi area, we can see the blueprint of burial grounds in rock paintings. Megalithic burial grounds are also found all over the world, in Rajahmundry, in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu also. In Karnataka, near Hirebenkal, in Koppal district, people call them as Mauryan houses. They are all dolmens burial grounds. In Tamil Nadu, Kurman's ancestors' dolmens worships also we can see. In Karnataka also. And much more science we find that their ancestral spirits shrines, we can see the ruins of hand axes, and the dolmens burial grounds. Earlier, our tribal people in Karnataka and in Kerala, Wayanad also, we can see the Jenu Kurba, Bettu Kurba. They live in on tree because of elephants disturbance. They live on trees also, we can see. And these peoples, as and today also, we can see the bow and arrow and hunting practices also. In almost all in South India, we can see the Western nomads. They call themselves as Kuruma, Kurumba, Kuruman, Dangad, or Kurumba Gounder. These are all terms. We can see Kurumba, Gwanda. These terms relates to forest, hillocks, and land. It means these people's identity concerned to our aboriginal sites. These tribal groups, we can see how in our tribals, they Dr. Gopinathan's statement is like that. In the later literature, Kurumar or Kurumbar tribes are not noted as the representatives of Chera, Haihaya, Pallavas, etc. The first kingdom of Kerala, which is known in the history of Kerala as the Chera Empire, was constituted as a confederation of 7 branches of the Chera race in the 3rd century BC. It was founded by the predecessor of the Kurumar or Kurumbar tribe of Wayanad region. They present the food gatherer of the free agricultural stage. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is of that. The founder of the Chera kingdom were a subdivision of the Navas, who traveled southwards from the north region of Asia and in a later stage were called Gonds, the founders of Gondwana Empire in the Deccan region. It should be remembered that the Deccan region was very much habitable for both the food gatherers and the settled agriculturists. Later, a branch of them moved to peninsular India and a group of them settled in the hill ranges and valleys of the Western Ghats in the Arabian seashore. Gonds, which are concentrated in our northwestern region of Asia, they settled in Mohenjo-daro, Harappa. Afterwards, they moved towards Kalishin and some they moved towards southern area. In Karnataka also we can see the Sindha, there's a Sindha Indus. It is the link of that Indus valleys. And also we can see the script also in Hampi area and also in southern areas, caves also in the script. It shows that there is a link in between northwestern region of South Asia to up to the peninsula of this Deccan area. And Gond tribes afterwards In southern India, they called themselves as Kurumar or Kurumbar, and also they ruled in the name of Chera and also Pallava. We can see the replica of royal emblem of Gondwana, Pallava coins, and also the royal emblem of Gondwana, which represent lion riding horse. We can see in rock paintings and also in southern states temple ruins also. But Gondwana land is a very big land. 5 continents covers Gondwana land. But in central India, Gondwana is a state ruled by Gond kings. In southern India, in Kerala, Chera ruled in Kerala. Also, Chera Perumal kingdom we can see in Chera Empire. On the east, Pongu Chera dynasty, Cheras of Harur, Vanchi, we can see in southern India. And afterwards, we can see the Pallava dynasties. It is also covers in southern India. It means Krishna, Kaveri, Tungabhadra, Godavari. These river basins, we can see the area they ruled Pallavas at about the 7th century, up to 7th century. We can see some ruins in our South Indian place names. We can see Padi, Patti, Hatti, and Hadi. In Gond tribes, Padi means a clan surname. It relates to kinship. In their kin's terms, Rattapadi, Mayarpadi, Nulampadi, Gangapadi, administrative divisions are found in Kongu-Chera dynasties. In Mysore, in Chamarajanagar districts, tribal hamlets are called as Hadi, Hatti, Padi, Patti. In Tamil Nadu, in Dharmapuri, Salem district, also we can see these terms as Patti, Hatti. The root Padi term belongs to Gond tribes. It shows that the relation of central India and southern India, the habitations names are borrowed from Gond tribes. In Gaudian divisions, we can Gustav Opperts says that I regard under these circumstances the following tribes and races as belonging to the Gaudian division: the Koi, Kui or Koital, Koya, Kui, Kodu or Gundu or Konda, Kunda, Kaunda, Gonda, and Gaunda, or Kanda, Kandara, Kauda, or Kaudala, Koli, Kolo, Korsharu, Korchu.
Sorry for the disturbance. There's some technical issue. Please wait to all the participants. Sir, not audible, sir. Battery, sir. Sir, not audible.
குமரன் சார் உள்ள வந்துட்டாருங்களா? ஹலோ சார், குமரன் சார் உள்ள வந்துட்டாருங்களா?
சார் சார் ஜாயின் பண்ணல சார். சந்திரசேகர் சார்.
சார் கூப்பிடுறேன். நெட்வொர்க் ப்ராப்ளம் போல டிஸ்கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, திரும்ப உள்ள வரேன்ட்டாரு.
ஓகே ஓகே சார்.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Professor, welcome. Yeah. Now your voice is audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry for.
Yeah. No problem, sir. No problem, please.
Okay. Are you audible now?
Yes, sir.
Audible?
Yeah, audible, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, audible, sir.
Okay. I think I will repeat a few clippings now. Are you audible now?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, audible, sir. Yeah, audible. You can continue your program, sir.
Okay. In Gopinathan's statement, there is a statement about the Gondwana and Gond tribes. The first kingdom of Kerala. Have you heard this clipping? Chandrasekhar sir?
Yeah, sir. Sir, please. Sir, please.
The first kingdom of Kerala,
Yeah.
which is known in the history of Kerala as Chera Empire. It was constituted as a confederation of 7 branches of the Chera race in the 3rd century BC. It was founded by the predecessor of the Kurmar or Kurumbar tribe of Wayanad region. They represent the food gatherers of the free agricultural stage. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is of the view that the founder of the Chera kingdom were a subdivision of the Nagas, who were habitable for both the food gatherers and the shuttle agriculturists. Later, a branch of them moved to peninsular India, and a group of them settled in the hill ranges and valleys of the Western Ghats in the Arabian seashore. This statement is very important for our tribal studies, led to the tribes of southern India. In Pallava the dynasty, we can see the lines, the replica of royal emblem of Gondwana. And royal emblem of Gondwana, it represents elephant riding, a lion riding elephant. This is the emblem of royal emblem of Gondwana. We can see in southern Indian temples also, also in rock paintings in Hampi area. Gondwana land having 5 continents, but in central India, Gond tribes ruled Gondwana. We can say that the central province also now. In southern India, Chera country, in the early historic South India, we can see in Kerala, and Chera Perumal kingdoms with the Chola Empire. On the east, Kongu Chera dynasty Cheras of Harur also. Pallavas we can in southern India up to the Tungabhadra, Krishna, Kaveri, and Godavari. In these very important areas, we can see Pallava dynasties. Also, in Gond tribes, the Pines clans surname, it relates to kinship. In their king's terms, Rettapadi, Marayapadi, Nulungapadi, Gangapadi, administrative divisions are found in Kongu Chera dynasty in Mysore. Chamarajanagar district tribal hamlets are called as Hadi Hatti. It means Padi Patti also. In Tamil Nadu, in Dharmapuri, Salem district as Patti Hatti, these terms we can see. The root Padi term belongs to Gond tribes. Gondian divisions we can see in southern India in many names. In that, Gondu, Gonda, Kurva, Kurma, Kurmi, these terms also comes under Gondian divisions. In southern India, we can also see the terms of Kuntala Nadu, Kuntala Nadu. Kuntala, also the subdivision of Gondian divisions. Like this, the statement given by Gustavo Pertz. Kurumbar Kottai or Kurumbar Nadu. These terms also we can see in website and in Opert's and Mackenzie's collections also. Tamil Nadu, we can see the Kurumbar Kottais, 24 Kurumbar Kottais. The terms Kottai and Gerd used in Gondwana political and religious administration. One of the Kottai, Amur Kottai, in Narmada Basin, the Amur Kottai, gods called them as Amurkot. In southern Tamil Nadu, among 24 Kottais, Amur Kottai is one of them. It is a link in between Gond tribes and the Kurumbar tribes in southern India. Other Kottais also Pulal Kottai, Kala Kuttur Kottai, Puliyur Kottai, like this 24 Kottais are there, they are ruins now in Tamil Nadu. Kurumbar Bhumi became Thondamandalam. Opat also quoted this as Thondamandalam, the district of slaves, like he says, and the king, without any suspicion, named it show. Since that time, this country has been called Thondamandalam. And Thondamandalam was thus founded by Kulotunga Chola. The name of Kurumbabhumi was then changed into Thondamandalam, and Adonda Chola was installed as Thondamandala Chakravarti. This statement given by Gustav Oppert. Gonds are an essentially primitive tribal community involved in hunting and food gathering, pastoral occupations, agriculture, martial assignments, basic trade and commerce, herbal medicine, etc. At the same time, they have perpetuated a unique tribal culture and language affiliation depending on the geographical regions. This unique speciality merits a better exposure and analysis to effect satisfactory assimilation into the social mainstream. In Karnataka and in Tamil Nadu, few communities' names and surnames, village names, and mountain names, suffixes, Gond terms. For example, person names and surnames like Birgonda, Gosugonda, Momogonda, Kalagonda, Malagonda. Village names like Momogondanhalli, Devagondanhalli, Kurubagondanhalli, Lalagondanhalli, Tippagondanhalli. Mountain names like Balagondana Betta, Panagondana Betta, etc. Gond terms, suffixes, names are frequently found in Adivarjiga, Gond, Lalgond, Rajgond, Kuruba, Kurumans, Kadu, Kuduvakkaliga, Vakkaliga, Gauda communities in Karnataka. In Tamil Nadu, a few communities are having Gauda suffixing names. They are listed in Central OBC list. These communities' origin may belong to Gond tribes of Central India. In Tamil Nadu, we can see the Gauda, Namala, Kalali, and Anupa Gaundar. Like this, many more terms we can see in Tamil Nadu also. It shows that there is a cultural link with the Gond tribes of the Central India. Kurumans of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are called themselves as Kongunadu Kurumans. Kongunadu is a region of India, southern India, comprising the western parts of Tamil Nadu. In the ancient Tamil Nadu, it was the seat of the Chera kings, bounded on the east by Tondai Nadu, on the southeast by Chola Nadu, and on the south by Pandya Nadu regions. These regions we can call as Kongu Nadu. Kongu Mandalam in ancient India, we can see southern India, and also in Tamil Nadu. Many part of Tamil Nadu called as Kongu Nadu area. In Karnataka, Kurmans of Chamarajanagar district, they called themselves as Kongu Nadu Kurmans. just I will conclude my lecture. Goan tribes migrated from central India and called as Kurumar or Kurumbar and ruled in the south in the name of Chera, Pallava, Kurumbarnad and Kurumbar Kottai are their historical evidence of their rule. Kot or Kottai represent an administrative headquarter of the same god in Goan tribes. The word Kot or Kottai is borrowed from Goan tribes kinship administration. Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, Kurumans are originated from Goan tribes and migrated from Narmada Basin, Gondwana, central India. They are also called as Nagmamsis, Dravidians, Nagarhole, Katikola. Areas are inhabited by Katu, it means Bashan, Naikan, or Jain Kurumba or Kurumba tribe. Kurumans worship bison, Brahma, Marpur, Devru. These deities own a bison horn crown. It's symbolizing Pashupati of Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and bison horn gods Persephin, Devru of Gondwana. The Akashi Ravaleshwar festival is a unique in Kurumans of Koppa. The deity represents the central India Goan tribes. Shivalankeshwara temple is famous on Palarhalla, Ravalagowda, Ravaligaudati. Names are frequent in all hamlets of Kuruman tribes. Kurumans and many social groups in these states use their title as Gaundar, Gauda, etc. And many villages' names are suffixed or prefixed or suffixed the word Gond. It shows that Gond tribes' cultural identity. For example, Madagondanhalli, Tippagondanhalli, Kurupagondanhalli, Malagondanhalli, Mamagondanhalli, Gondabala. Like this type of names in Karnataka, we see more than 300 names of villages suffixes the Gond word. In Vainadu, Kurumbar's settlements are called as Padi or Hadi. In Gondi Padi, many tribal settlements are called as Hadi or Padi. Clan names, administrative names are found in Konguchera dynasty. For example, Rattapadi, Marayapadi, Padi. The Kurumbars are Kurubas or Pallavas, who were once so powerful throughout the southern India, but very little trace of their greatness now remains. In the 7th century, the power of the Pallava kings seems to have been at its zenith. But shortly after this, the Kongu, Chola and Chalukya chiefs succeeded in winning several victories over them. The final overthrow of the Kuruman's sovereignty was effected by the Chola king Adondai about the 7th or 8th century AD, and the Kurumbas were scattered far and wide. Many fled to the hills and in the Nilgiris and the Wayanad. In Coorg and Mysore, representatives of this ancient race are now found as wild and uncivilized tribes. And this type of quotation we can see in Madras Census Report 1891. Kurman's ancient dolmens, hero stones, and cave shrines are being destroyed by mining, quarries, and agriculture. Many of them are still not recorded by government, and not studied by researchers. So these science should be protected and studied scientifically. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, are you finished, sir?
Yeah, audible.
Okay, sir. Are you finished, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
If is there any questions, we will say it.
Okay, sir. Anyone participants? Please, asking anyone questions?
Hello. Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Pudukkottai Women's College இருந்து ஜெயபதி சார், PhD ரிசர்ச் ஸ்காலர். சார் குட் மார்னிங் சார். உங்களுடைய ஸ்பீச் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது சார். எனக்கு கொஸ்டின் இல்லை, பட் நல்லா கிளியரான ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் சூப்பராக இருந்தது சார். உங்களோட ஸ்லாங்கும் நல்லா சூப்பராக இருந்தது. வெரி வெரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருந்தது சார். நீங்கள் ஸ்பீச் அந்த லெக்சர் கொடுத்தது நல்லா கேட்க இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருந்தது சார். ஸோ நல்ல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி சார் எனக்கு. ஸோ தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் சார். தேங்க்யூ சார். கொஸ்டின் இல்லை சார், பட் நல்லா இருக்கு சார். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir, she is not for question or feedback. Yes, sir. Your lecturer is very nice. Is a scholar. Dear participants, please anyone has to asking question to the resource person. No question.
Sir, one more question, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah.
Kurumba, Kurumbar, Kurmans, Kuruba, all community. Its origins also in Gond.
The forest and hillock areas.
Okay.
Like that, the alternative term Kurumba, it also represented the same area. It means hillock area or land. So the equivalent, but in southern India, we call Gond as Kurumba. There are many names. Koya also, Konda, Gonda, Koya, Kurumba. These terms are equivalent terms. They represent the forest and the cave shelter areas.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And afterwards we can see now the sheep rearing community are called as Kurubas or Kurumbas. But originally we came from forest.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Anyone else? Good morning, sir.
Anyone else?
Good morning.
சார் இது பழியன் பழையன் பணியன் இருக்காங்களா சார்? அது செப்பரேட் கம்யூனிட்டியா இல்ல ஒரே கம்யூனிட்டியா சார்?
Pallian, Pandian.
ஆமாங்க சார். பணியன், பள்ளியன், பழையன், பழையார். அது நேம் வந்து ஒரே கம்யூனிட்டி நேமா சார், இல்ல செப்பரேட் அவங்க செப்பரேட் கம்யூனிட்டியா சார்?
Basically, they are all comes under one family, but
Okay,
afterwards this linguistic division, slowly these terms we can say different names of the same community, and also culturally slowly they will deviate. In Karnataka also we can see the Paniyan and 2-3 names we can see in Karnataka. Paniyan, Yarva and Adiyan. These are all close contact related communities. But now they separated and they call themselves as separate communities. We can see in Kerala also. This Paniyan, in Paniyan, so many divisions are there. Pani means actually now they called villages, but Pani means the cobra's head. They are Nagas, Nagvanshis, and Dravidians.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. 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 Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, it is nice to hear the inputs about the relationship of Gonds with Kurumbas.
Yeah.
It is a new information with regard to whoever wants to rewrite the history of Tamil Nadu. Whoever wants to go back to the natives of Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Your presentation gives a clear picture about the tribals who came from the central India, especially the descendants of Gonds, how they came to the South India and Wayanad region and other parts of South India.
Yeah.
It seems to be very new information. Though you are very much familiar with the information, as you have put in too much of experience. You have many years of experience. So I would be very happy, like other audience, to have your presentation to the, if you could post your presentation for the benefit of the audience, because it talks about the tribals, the roots of the tribals, and how they came from the different parts of India. As you said that we all came from a forest, and we have similarities with the Central Indian tribes. So it would be highly appreciated if you could share your PowerPoint presentation for the sake. And please leave your contact number so that email ID so that we can contact you, sir, for further further work. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Anyone else?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, carry on. Carry on.
Sir, Veerabhadran from Dharmaburi. My question is after
Statement we can see in Ambedkar's views and also in Gopinathan's views. And in Gond tribes, more than 60 fractions are there. Because these fractions we can see according to their cultural deviation and also occupational deviations and geographical deviations or geographical locations. They call themselves in different names in other areas. So we can see now more than 60 fractions are there in Gond tribes. Among that, actually, what we are saying today, it is not included in that 60 fractions. But in these Gopinathan's views, we can see the continuity of Mohenjo-daro Harappa to Kalisin and Narmada, afterwards to seashore, I mean Wayanad area. If Wayanad area as Kurumbas, earlier Gonds became Kurumbas, or ruled this area, it means the almost they know very well about the kingship in central India. And another one major icon is there, the Gondwana's emblem. That Gondwana's emblem we can reflect, we can see in these Pallavas and other southern Indian dynasties. Just that icons. It may be in a coin, it may be in their architecture, or in you can see. It will link and it will show that the link is in between Gond tribes and Kurman tribes. In southern India, in Hampi, we can see in the script. In the script, actually it is there in Mohenjo-daro Harappa, but that seal script we can see in rock paintings in Hampi area, and also the royal emblem of Gondwana we can see in rock painting in Hampi area. What it shows? It shows that there is a link in between Mohenjo-daro Harappa, Narmada Basin, or central Gondwana and southern India, and these social groups also. Many more social groups now they call themselves in upper communities, maybe in Gauda. In Karnataka, you know the Devegowda community. They say their history from Kempegowda. Before that, we don't know what is our history, what it means. It means that the tribal group became seen in other we can see in Karnataka also. In Gauda, in 50% of Karnataka, Lingayats are called themselves as Gaudas. And in 50% of Karnataka, they called Vokkaligas are called themselves as Gaudas. The Gauda, the term Gauda represents Gond tribes, but they don't know this term belongs to Gond tribes. Our free history concerned to any tribes, and in this Kannada language or any Dravidian language, the Gondi language concerned to Dravidian language. So it is also representing that our forefathers' language, that may be Gondi language, and independently grown Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, these terms, and they have their own state now. But where is its origin root? We should see in Gondi terms. Many more terms like paddy. We don't know what is paddy means what. But in Gondi, we can see the paddy means clans, the kinship terms. Like many more village names we can see in South India, we can explain with the help of Gondi language, not in Tamil or Telugu or Kannada language. If we don't have the knowledge of Gondi, we can't explain properly the term's meaning. It shows that Gondi language afterwards slowly grown as Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Tulu, like this. And now we can see our language linguistic states like this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
Sir, you're often referring about Gopinathan's statement, Gopinathan's view. May I know the main work what Mr. Gopinathan has completed? For the benefit of the audience, if you could share the work which has been completed by Gopinathan, because you're often referring that he has said that they're related with Mohenjo-daro's term, region. Now, it seems that you're often taking his view to substantiate your argument. So, if you could you say this, it will be useful.
Okay. I will share. I will share.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next, I call upon Professor B. Muhammad Gauss by vote of thanks.
Thank you, PK. I am audible? Yeah. எல்லா புகழும் இறைவனுக்கே. அஸ்ஸலாமு அலைக்கும் வரஹ்மத்துல்லாஹ்.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hello, I am audible?
Yeah.
Thank you. First of all, I propose my sincere thanks to my Almighty Allah and the management for giving this opportunity. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose today vote of thanks on this 2 days national level webinar on socio-economic and cultural status of tribal people in South India. First of all, I thanks to our most beloved and respected Secretary Correspondent Alhaj S. Abrar Ahmed Saheb for the motivation and support. I gladly thanks to our most respected Principal Dr. S.A. Sajid sir for giving a wonderful presidential address. Thank you, sir. Next, I thank Dr. M.P. Muhammad Farooq, Head and Associate Professor, for giving a wonderful welcome address. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I thank Dr. C. Chandrasekhar, President, Thonmam Historical Research Trust, for the introducing the today's chief guest. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I thank today's chief guest and resource person, Dr. K.M. Metri, Head and Professor of Tribal Studies, Canada University, Hamdi, Canada, for giving an amazing lecture and valuable inputs about the Kurman's ruins of South India, like our own way of excellent presentation and motivational thought. On behalf of all the participants, I thanks to Dr. K.M. Metri. Thank you so much, sir, for coming virtual mode and sharing your knowledge for us. Thank you so much, sir. Further, a big thanks to today's program coordinator, Dr. K.M.A. Muhammad Umar Farooq, and organizing secretaries, Dr. P. Kumaran, and Thonmam Research Trust Harur Dharmaburi, its president, Dr. C. Chandrasekhar, for their entire support and arrangement on the national level webinar. Thank you, sir. Ultimately, I propose my sincere thanks to all the participants of this webinar and my colleagues and faculty members of various college and research scholars and the students. Once again, I thanks one and all. Thank you. Learn history, made history.
Thank you, Professor B. Muhammad Gauss. Last one, this program, national anthem.
जन जन मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, sir. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to all. Sir, my PPT by email.
Professor, sir, thank you for your valuable information about tribe, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you to all participants.
Sir.
Tomorrow, start 10:30 a.m. Start the day 2 program. Tomorrow, end of the program, send it to the e-certificate link